advice on interview techniques and interviews would be obviously always dress professionally. You need to think about rapport building techniques as well.
The internet is a wonderful resource, so any company's going to have a profile. Do as much research as you possibly can and take notes so it kind of sinks in a little bit more about the nature of the company. Google them, just try and find out as much information about them as you can. And the people, I mean, contact the people, the admin office, the people, the HR department. Just ask, you say, do you mind if I find out who's going to be interviewing me, what kind of structure the interview will take, and then see if you can find out a little bit more about the people that will be interviewing you, because if you can engage them on something that they might be interested, it will make the process more enjoyable and also prove to them that you've done some legwork. Also, prepare some questions. They will say to you, would you have anything you'd like to ask us?
Common mistakes that people tend to make in interviews. I think maybe not asking for a glass of water. I think it's important to have a glass of water. Always ask for one, because you're going to be doing a lot of talking and you will get a little bit of dry throat. A firm handshake, eye contact.
Bad preparation. People, where it becomes clear partway through the interview that they don't really know where they are or what kind of company they're trying to join. The
ideal skills that you should possess as a candidate for a role. See, this really depends on the role that you're going for.
In terms of my own company and skills and traits that candidates should have, I mean, it's the music industry, so it'd be good to, in terms of employability, it would be good to see some kind of work experience or some kind of volunteering.
More often than not, when you're going in for an internship or an entry-level role, my experience is that you'll be put in front of a computer and put on Facebook, and asked to look after Twitter and asked to do things like digital imaging. The other thing that's also important is a confident phone manner. To
have something to talk about, I think, and to have something relevant to talk about. So, in terms of coming into an interview with a music company, what are your interests? What kind of music are you into? What bands do you go and see? Tell us about yourself. When did you last buy an album?
I think there are always stock questions in interviews that you will be asked. And I think it's important to be able to rehearse your answers. You need to be able to talk about these things in a conversational way, to actually know the content of your CV and to be able to elaborate on your CV.